Welcome to the Desert Lads podcast with me, Shaun, and the dad,
Stuart. Well done, Shaun. Do you know who we've got on the show today, mate?
Natalie Pike.
Natalie Pike. And Natalie Pike is the presenter for Manchester City TV. She's also a model, but she's been the face of Manchester City entertainment for many years now. So we thought we'd get her on to have a chat about her life and about how well City have done this season and recently. So yeah, sit back, relax, and enjoy our chat with Natalie Pike. Right, Shaun. Natalie is in the waiting room now, so we'll just let her in. Admit, I can't do it. It's not working. There we go. I think that should have done it.
She's coming on.
She's on her way.
Hello.
Are you okay?
Yeah, I'm good. You okay?
We're good, thanks.
Yeah.
Shaun?
Hi Natalie, welcome to the Desert Lads podcast. I am Shaun, you're my dad, Stuart.
Hi, Shaun. It's lovely to meet you. Thank you for inviting me on to your podcast.
It's all right. We thought we'd chat a bit of City because you got mad the other day on Instagram about people saying we'd had a bad season.
Yeah. I always get.
No, it's all right. Go on.
I always get mad with protective over City on social media, I think is the right way to say it. Yeah.
Yeah, sometimes it needs saying. Shaun,
yeah,
you got a question,
I'm
mate?
ready to say it.
Yeah, how good were City last night?
Wow, how good were City last night, Shaun? Weren't we brilliant? Obviously, particularly in the second half. I thought the second half we were just absolutely brilliant. It was hugely enjoyable to watch, and just got to hope now that we can do it again next week. And I think we can. Did you enjoy watching it?
Yeah, Shaun's frozen, I think.
Oh, yeah. Zoom.
Shaun, are you there? I don't know where he's gone, but yeah, we did enjoy watching it. It was amazing. Oh, he's come back now.
There we go.
Are you back now, Shaun? Shaun, are you back? Unmute yourself. This is just, it never happens, this.
Oh.
Did you enjoy watching the match last night, Shaun?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was good, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, we had my brother around, and yeah, he was saying, I don't normally get nervous anymore, but then when it's Champions League games, they always do it, and we've arranged to be back here next week. But I predicted 2-1 dinner, Shaun.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought we were going to draw. I predicted a draw and thought we might have been a bit more cautious and like the first half, to be fair. But then in the second half, we just blew them away. I don't want to get ahead of myself. I don't want to get too excited, but I think maybe it's our year.
It is pretty exciting, isn't it? Do you want to say something, Shaun?
Yeah. I thought we'd win it last season when Sterling missed that big chance. It's Leon.
Oh, Shaun, that Leon game, it still makes me cry now. I think, I can't think about it because I agree. I thought last season with David Silva leaving and in Real Madrid, and then that Leon game happened. So yeah, that's hopefully this year, but that's also why I'm a bit more tentative to say anything.
Yeah, well, I think we should just shout it from the rooftops because I think we've been amazing this season. But before we get too busy celebrating City, let's take a minute and celebrate Natalie Pike. So Natalie Pike is a model. She's High Street Honey in 2004, but most recently, Miss Galaxy UK in 2020. She works for probably one of the biggest broadcasting companies in the world, really, in the BBC as a radio presenter. And she's the face of MCFC's entertainment, City TV. We're Not Really Here, social media. She's just all over the club. And she has been for as long as I can remember now.
Does that mean I've got old?
No, you're not as old as me, so no. But you have been at the club. You must have been at the club for over 10 years.
10 years this year. So yeah, this is my 10th season.
10th season. And is that everything? Is that everything you always wanted to do, what we've just said? How did it all just start for you?
Yeah, I mean, I've supported City for most of my life. I moved to Manchester when I was 10.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then got my first season ticket when I
What
was...
they said, yeah.
Oh,
My
are you
God.
frozen?
No, keep going, Natalie. Sean, stop doing that.
I think he's frozen for me.
He has, but he'll be all right.
Okey-doke. Yes, I got my first season ticket when I was 15. I saved up all my pocket money for a year, and it was 150 quid back then for a season ticket. And yeah, I've had a season ticket ever since. So this would have been 21 years or 22 years if we'd have had it. And yeah, because growing up as a City fan, I think like most people, you think, oh, I'd love to work for the club. That'd be a dream job. So yeah, and I even when I was modelling, I'd made a comment, and it somebody sent it me a few months ago, and I'd been in the City magazine, because we used to have a magazine way back then, and I'd said my dream was to present for City. So that was a good sort of 18, 19 years ago I said that. So yes, this is definitely the dream.
Living the dream.
Yeah, fully.
I mean, that's amazing that you can live in the dream. And now you're also a mum, and being so busy with work, it can't be easy juggling everything. How do you sort all that out?
I'm tired. I'm really tired today, to be honest. So obviously last night working the game, got home at about 11:30, 11:45 at night. And I'm up this morning again for my normal 9 to 5 job that I have. My son Reggie has had chicken pox this week, so it's been a tough week as well with him being a bit poorly and being off nursery. And so yes, I'm tired. It takes a lot of juggling, it takes a lot of planning, but you know, it's great. I wouldn't have it any other way. And Reggie keeps saying he's really looking forward to going to Manchester. When the people are not poorly, can Reggie come Manchester, is what he says, and he wants to come to the football. So yeah, of course you can.
That's perfect. Like, I've had a season ticket since 1989.
Oh, wow. Where do you
And
sit?
South Stand now.
Which level?
Level 1, block 118, me and Sean, and my stepdad.
Nice. I'm level 2, so I'm above you.
Yeah. So I used to share my stepdad's granddad's season ticket when I was a kid. So it was like got passed down, and Sean's had a season ticket. He's been coming since like 2008 when he was only like 3.
Amazing.
So he's not known any different. His first season was Adebayor scoring against Arsenal and running the length of the pitch, and Rubinho and all them. He's been a bit spoiled, really.
Yeah, these kids have. They'll never know what it's like to lose properly.
No.
Every
Yeah, he doesn't understand it when we get beat sometimes.
Oh, does he enjoy the atmosphere?
Oh, he loves it. Yeah, he loves going to the football. He's really missed it during lockdown. It's like his favourite thing to do is come to the football, and we go to the pub with all my mates, and we do the whole thing, and we go away. And I think this season, because he just turned 16, he was looking forward, because he keeps on saying, I can come to the European games now because I'm old enough. At the away ones, he wants to come to a European away game, so he's got his heart set on Istanbul if we can have fans in.
Oh God, that would have been amazing, wouldn't it? God, I wish we'd have been there last night. I've never been to Parc des Princes. I've never watched a game there, so that would have been amazing.
No, how come you didn't get to go? Just because of the COVID and all that?
Yeah, so we film We're Not Really Here from the Etihad, actually. We film it from, we use the Puma box. Hey, Sean! We use the Puma box inside the Etihad to film the show. So we don't need to go anywhere. We just do it from the Etihad.
So even not during lockdown, would you have still not gone, or would you have gone?
So we've been filming at the Etihad. So home games I've been able to see, which obviously has been amazing. I was at David Silva's last ever game, so I know how lucky I was to be there. But away games, no, we do those from the Etihad as well.
Oh, right. So you don't get to go to away games unless you're not working.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So I used to be a proper home and away when I was just doing City Square before I had my son. But yeah, now if I'm working the away games, it's just at the stadium.
It's not too bad though, is it? Watching the game with Shaun Goater.
Oh, last night was Shaun Goater and Paul Dickoff. They're my absolute favourites. They're hilarious and they're so good to watch it because during the game they'll point out things that they've seen and also they're just really into it. They really love City and seeing the two of them celebrate when we got that second goal last night was amazing.
Yeah, Shaun Goater's my hero, like my ultimate hero. That's Shaun. Are you going to tell Natalie what your name is?
My name is Shaun Goater.
No!
Yeah.
Oh my goodness! That's amazing!
In the living room, he signed my birthday picture that was in the back there.
Oh yeah, just behind me there. That's Shaun's first top and his birth certificate that you can't really see on the camera. But when he was doing signatures on his book in the souvenir shop, and we had to queue up for like 3 hours, he autographed his birth certificate, best name ever, and I forgot how to spell my own name. I was so in awe of him.
I'll tell him next time he's on, but I feel the same. So pre-Aguero, Shaun Goater was my favourite, and Old Trafford in a League Cup semi-final about now, I think I'm going to say 2008. I'd never met him. I wasn't working for the club at that point, and he was at the game and he walked past me and I started crying. And I was a full-grown adult and I started crying because I was so excited.
Was that a night match or a day match?
A night match.
Yeah, because I saw him. He was sat like 2 rows behind us at Old Trafford one year for a Saturday game, and Andy Morrison was sat in front.
What?
And I got so worked up that I told Shaun Goater I wished he was my dad.
Amazing. I think everybody gets it though. I get it. God, yeah, and he's such a nice guy as well. Such a lovely guy.
Yeah, I mean, we met him. You met him at Macclesfield, didn't you, Shaun, when he did a charity game? And his sister, Shaun's sister, took him. I was at work, and she messaged me, and she said, "Shaun Goater's here. How can we get a picture with Shaun?" And I think BBC Radio Manchester were there, and I tweeted them, and they messaged back and said, "Tell him I go to the tunnel at half time." He came out in his shirt and everything. I got his picture up with him.
Amazing.
I know who else there too. Trevor Thingy there too. The X.
Oh, Trevor Sinclair was playing on the other side, wasn't he?
Oh,
yeah.
Yeah, some charity match, yeah.
Oh,
so, yeah, it's amazing some of the things he's done. So, apart from being a mum, which is not really a part of your career, but what is your career highlight so far?
I've presented all 4 of the Premier League winning trophy parades that we've had. So I've presented all 4 of them, and I think the best was the first one, and we had a celebration at the town hall, and obviously St Anne's Square was absolutely heaving. The team were in the town hall, and I was waiting to go on the stage with Hugh and Danny, and they said, "Your hosts for today are Danny Jackson, Hugh Ferris, and Natalie Pike," and everybody cheered, and we walked out, and that's one of the best moments of my life.
Yeah, that must be quality. That must be quality. That I mean, I go to the parades, and he was only little on the first one, and he's got bigger as we've done it more. But I still love going. I was talking to a lad at work today, and he says, "A lad at work says I've only been to one. I'm too big for them now."
But they're great. Like the last time we did Blossoms playing, like we get like really good guests. Like it's a great atmosphere. The club spends a lot of money on it and a lot of time and a lot of effort on them. I think they're brilliant.
Yeah, we've never managed to get to the Albert Square where you have to get there dead early, but we just wander the streets.
Yeah, just around the streets is fab, but sadly we won't get to do it this year. But I've not heard what we are going to do, but I bet they'll do something. We'll do something online for people to watch.
We've got to do something.
Yeah.
I think Shaun was hoping you'd invite us to some sort of celebration.
Well, I haven't been invited anywhere yet, Shaun, but if I do, I'll let you know.
So back to the reason why you invited you on. As we mentioned before, on Instagram, you were mad about the cup semi-final. Well, not about the semi-final, but about the negativity from people. And I was reading it as well, and I just thought, this is not right. And then I sort of agreed with everything you said. So now you're here and you have the time. Please just tell everybody how well City have done this season. City
are absolutely phenomenal. City are a joy to watch this year. The level of football that we're playing is it's unprecedented to be doing it to this consistent standard for such a long time. And I think most City fans will agree, we never talked about the quad. We're City fans, we didn't dream of the quad, and we knew how difficult and unrealistic it is to do something like that. But we got to the semi-final of the FA Cup while competing in 3 other trophies, one of them which we've since gone on to win. The level we're playing at is just unbelievable. And yeah, I never really get it why there's we lose one game. You saw after the Leeds game, and I saw somebody tweeted after the Leeds game, we should have had the league wrapped up by now. And I was like, we've lost like 2 games. How could we have wrapped it up any quicker? Like we're 10 points clear. Like how could we have wrapped it up quicker? Maybe we're starting to get used to this life, but I never want to get used to it. I want it to always be a novelty and an excitement. And we saw that with the League Cup as well, didn't we? The way that the level the players celebrated and the level that Pep celebrated, we've won it 4 times in a row, it still meant so much, and I think that's really important. Yeah, I do as well. I love the League Cup. I love going to Wembley in February, and it's a nice weekend away, and it's one that you can get done early on, and then it's out of the way. I think we could have done the quad this year if we didn't have to play the League Cup in April. If we'd have won that in February, we could have had a bigger rest. I think we could have gone on to do it. Yeah, and we've got to remember as well that we didn't really have a break. Obviously, Project Big Picture, when, we came and we were playing football, last June? And we stopped. Like, there wasn't even a proper summer break for them. So, yeah, we've done phenomenal. Yeah, I think Sterling has suffered the most from not having the break. And maybe that miss, maybe it still, I don't know, still affects him in some way because his levels have dropped this season. But everybody else, and I say Sterling's levels have dropped. I still think he's quality. And I know he takes a lot of flack online. I think he still has a decent season when you look at what he's done. It's just people compare him to 18 or 19 goals a season, which from a winger is phenomenal. So you can't always play at those levels either. Yeah, he's definitely suffering from his own high standards, but the League Cup final, he was immense. Yeah, he played really well. I would have played him last night as well, but I can't say that because we won. Oh, last night was my favourite team, That was my preferred team last night. Yeah. I still see people whinging about team selection. Last night people were saying Zinchenko should have started above Cancelo, but I would have played 9. Yeah. You can't please some people, can you? No, you can't. But ultimately Pep's decisions are right because we won the game. Yeah. And that's what he said before the game. He was saying that when he said, if we don't win, people will tell me I take too many risks. And when we win, people will tell me I'm a genius. Yeah.
Kev let Maris took that free kick. Yeah. They have a little. He said it on Sky Sports this morning. I let him touch it because he didn't score. Everyone free. Maris mourning me.
I saw that. Morris said to him, "Can I take it?" And he said, "Okay." I thought that was brilliant.
I know. What was that wall doing though?
I think I'm putting that down to Mahrez. Obviously, that was horrendous defense from them, but it still took his foresight to see where the keeper was, where the wall was, where the gaps were. Bit of luck, but I'm putting it down to skill. And Mahrez how good is Riyad Mahrez? He gets some amount of flack on social media, and I'm always defending him. I just think he's absolutely world class this year.
This year, yeah. I think when he first came, he struggled a little bit, but I think this year he's gone up a level. And Gundogan as well. My stepdad hates Gundogan.
Why?
He can't stand him. He's never liked him since he joined. And he says he slows the play down. When he plays with Rodri, it's too defensive. If it was up to my stepdad, he would play 11 strikers. every single game, he wouldn't even play a goalie.
Not this again.
Shaun, stop doing it, mate. It's fine.
Yeah.
Yeah. Don't worry. It'll freeze, but it'll come back on. Don't turn it off. We've not had this amount of technical difficulties at all. I don't know what's going on with the internet.
It's all right. It's just the world we live in now.
I know, yeah. Let me turn my internet off my phone. Sometimes that helps. Go on, mate.
I like Foden this year. Foden stepped up this year. I think there is something left. But Pep said I would not take. Everyone saying put him on loan. Pep said no, keep him here. World class this season.
He has been world class this season, mate. I really rate him.
Yeah, I totally agree. He's absolutely unbelievable considering how young he is as well. Do you think that in the future, Shaun, he might be like the world's best player? Maybe he'll get the Ballon d'Or.
I still give him the Ballon d'Or now. Give it now.
Like it. If you're good enough, you're old enough.
That's it. Shaun's the most biased person in the world. I think he gets it from me because I grew up really biased towards City. I was like, ever since a kid, we're going to win the league this year. My dad was like, nope, we're not. I was like, we win the FA Cup. The furthest I ever seen us getting the FA Cup until the year we won it was, I think, the quarterfinals.
Well, you're all right with me. I'm biased as well.
You've got to be sometimes, aren't you? Especially living where we live. I grew up in Sale. Shaun's grown up in Sale, and it's just fully United fans. Yeah. So we were saying to Kyle the other week when he was on that every year United paraded a trophy past the end of my road, and
oh my God,
all my neighbours were United fans, and they'd stick signs up in the windows because they knew we were City fans. And one year they had a banner across the front of the house that just said champions. And walking around Sale, everybody knew like that we were City fans, and we just used to get all that. We're all going to Wembley, Man City's going to Ensley all the time. Some get me. So,
well, it's changed now, hasn't it? We've got the upper hand these days.
I fully give it out now, and I don't. People are like, "Oh, it's too much now." I'm like, "Nope, it's never too much."
I always say, remember the banner. If you think about laughing at them, remember the banner.
That's it. Yeah. Definitely. So, I think you might have already mentioned this, but who are your all-time City favourites?
So, Sergio Aguero is my number one, and Shaun Goater is my number two.
Yes. That's perfect. Yeah, Shaun Goater. Go on.
I've had loads of players that I love. You know, in my top 10, there'd definitely be, Pablo Zabaleta, Vincent Kompany, and then going back to 19, obviously, Paul Dickoff, Andy Morrison, Kevin Horlock, Ian Bishop. There's loads of players that I absolutely love, but Sergio Aguero is number one.
Oh, yeah. I always just people always say how good Sergio Aguero. I just always say he's no Shaun Goater.
Shaun Goater would like that.
Well, we tweeted when we was on holiday. I was in Croatia a couple of years ago, and we was in this restaurant, and I said, "Shaun, what table do you want to sit at?" And he went, "Oh, this one, Bernardo Silva." I said, "But number 10's available," and he went, "No, Bernardo Silva." So I sat him down, and he held up the sign, and I took a picture, and I went, "He's got your name," and he didn't even want to sit at your table. He tweeted Shaun, and he tweeted back, "You tell him there would be no Bernardo Silva if it wasn't for me."
Yeah, there wouldn't. There wouldn't. Yeah.
All those people, like you said, Nicky Weaver, Kevin Horlock, Paul Dickoff, Shaun Goater, Andy Morrison. If they hadn't done what they did in '99, we would be probably nowhere now.
Definitely.
You're missing someone from that 1990 team. Joey King-Taxi.
Oh, yeah.
He wasn't in 99, no, mate. He was a bit before. He left after we got relegated at Stoke.
But what a player he was, Shaun. Oh, I was lucky enough to see him play in real life, and he was magic.
Yeah, he was good. He would have fitted in this team, I think.
Yeah, and Ali Benarbia. I always think Ali Benarbia is a player.
Yeah, Ayel Berkovic as well, probably one that could have made it at this time.
Yeah.
So the both of them were so skillful.
Definitely.
All three of them were probably too skillful for us at the time.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie.
But even when you look at some of the younger ones that came through, I think some of them would still get through now. If you look at like Michael Johnson was class when he first came through, and little Shawnee was class. Mika would probably still be a solid defender now.
Oh, Mika's too busy now doing TV.
On a league of their own tonight, isn't
he? Is he? Oh my God, that guy gets on everything at the minute. It's brilliant though. He deserves it.
I love seeing him on the telly. I love him as a pundit, and whenever I see him on the telly, it cheers me up because he's just always laughing.
I know. Have you seen his celebration that he put on his social media from last night?
Yeah. You've seen it, haven't you, Shaun?
Yeah.
Yeah. Have you got a question about the second leg, mate?
Can we do it in the second leg?
I think so. I think we can, because those 2 goals are so important that they would have to come to the Etihad and beat us 2-0, 3-1. Like it's I think we've put ourselves in a really, really good position, and I feel quite confident about it without getting too ahead of myself. Do you think we can do it in the second leg, Shaun?
No.
You don't?
They beat Bayern. They beat Barca. They beat them in the Camp Nou. They beat them in Munich.
Okay. Do you think?
And they beat Man United at Old Trafford.
That's not hard.
Everyone
we lost there. We lost there this year. Joe lost.
We did.
Yeah. I think we can do it, but I think we're going to absorb some real pressure. I'm not sure we'll stop them scoring, though, so I think we'll have to score a couple as well.
Yeah.
Although they managed to keep Mbappe pretty quiet last night. After that one goal, Mbappe and Neymar really did nothing except break his arm.
Yeah. Ruben Diaz is amazing.
Yeah, he's a beast.
Yeah.
I like their goal. Everything you do better.
Yeah, do you think?
Joe Hart go out and punch it away.
Joe Hart had some brilliant performances in the Champions League. In fact, when we played Paris Saint-Germain in 2016, if you remember, Joe Hart was insane.
Yeah, City tweeted it out or put it on their Facebook channel the other day, and I forgot about all them saves he made that night at the Etihad. And I just think, I was speaking to my brother about it last night, and I was saying, Joe Hart's probably one of the best keepers we've ever had. And then at the end, it just sort of went a bit wrong for him.
Oh, no.
But back in that 2016, but 2012 when we won the league, and on the run up to that, he was probably the best in the country by a mile.
He definitely was, yeah.
I was saying Joe Hart is like for Shaun's generation what Nicky Weaver was to me and my brothers.
Yeah, Nicky Weaver, yeah. That was me growing up, Nicky Weaver, yeah.
I think Edison the better goalkeeper at City.
Yeah, Edison's amazing, isn't he? He's just different type of goalie. He's changed, I think, that position a lot. But he's brilliant.
I think he will score soon. He will score.
That'd be great. Would you like him to take a penalty?
Yeah, I thought he'd do it against Southampton when he won up.
Yeah, imagine one day.
John's adamant he's going to take a penalty.
In the Champions League final.
Oh, don't do that to me, Shaun. I won't be able to look. I won't be able to cope with that.
I don't let Kev take one if he did after that miss against Liverpool early in the season.
Yeah, we've had a bit of problems with penalties, but Mahrez in the last round, wow, that took some bravery, I think, to step up and
Yeah.
scored a penalty in the last round.
Yeah, I don't know why we struggle with penalties so much, but I think we've been spoiled as well over the years because we have Balotelli never missed. I think Yaya never missed either, so that's years and
Checo
years
never
of
missed.
missing. And Aguero just was all right at him, and then he's went a bit off the boil, and then I think he's struggled with his injuries, so hasn't he? Shaun says Aguero might not be leaving now.
Why? Why do you think that, Shaun?
Messi going to PSG, not back, staying at Barca.
Ooh, that would be interesting.
That's his idea. When Messi tried to come to City, that when I thought them two would have parted up.
Yeah.
Now he's going PSG. Then I've been I've been Mbappe, not Haaland. Keep Haaland out the way. Mbappe in. Up in them both in.
Yeah. That would take some money, wouldn't it?
He don't want much, does he?
I want both of them. Haaland good at shooting. Now Man United want Haaland.
Yep.
They're going to get beat tonight.
Yeah, they're playing tonight, aren't they? I forget. Have they got, is it Roma?
Yeah. Checo playing.
Is it? Oh my gosh, that is. It's Dzeko, isn't it? I forgot.
Yeah.
And Mkhitaryan.
Oh, come on, Dzeko.
I know, yeah.
I think Man United going in the final.
Yeah.
It'd be a shame.
It's... And I also beat them in it.
But they can't get past semi-finals and stuff, can they? Ollie's got this awful semi-final jinx where he always gets beat.
Yeah, they have struggled, haven't they, over the past few years. So do you think Sergio Aguero is the best player to ever play for us, or is somebody else? Is he just your favourite and somebody else is the best?
I always find that a tough one because obviously I wasn't alive in the golden generation of, Bell, Summerby, that incredible team that we hear so much about. And you know what? I'm really blessed because I've met so many of those players. Pete Barnes. I've met Skip loads of times. What a lovely man. Tommy Booth, Joe Corrigan. Met them all so many times, but obviously I never saw them in real life. So when I'm always thinking about the best City player, I can only ever answer, I think, in terms of in the last 30 years. And for me, that's Sergio Aguero.
Right, yeah, I would have said David Silva, I think.
Now, Danny Jackson and I have an argument about this all the time, and then we always end up laughing and saying, "Isn't this a brilliant argument to have? Who's better,
it is, yeah,
Silva or Aguero?"
Yeah, it is. But I just think the things he does with the ball and the fact that he always seems to take so much punishment on the pitch. And there's a video of after one of the cup finals when he takes his boots off and his feet are all bandaged up and they've got blood on him, and he's just saying, "This is every game. He's standing on my feet." And I just think to go through that and still do what he does, amazing.
Yeah, definitely. But never forget just how good Sergio Aguero is. When at the absolute height of his peak, I don't know if there's any footballer in the world that you would rather, in the 18-yard box, in the 6-yard box, his finishing just unbelievable, and the way that he would be able to take a flat game and find that winning goal. If he does go, I'm really, really sad.
Yeah, there's nobody else I would have rather that ball went to in the 93rd minute against QPR than Sergio Aguero at that time. Company.
Were you guys at that Leicester game when everybody was like, "Don't shoot"?
Yeah, I think that was. I had it the other game against Dortmund. I had this conversation with my brother then. I think that is as big a moment as 93-20, and maybe bigger. I don't know.
It was a massive moment. Yeah, a massive moment. I just love the fact that it was him, and everybody was like, "Don't do it," and then he was like, "Yeah," and then he retired that season. Left us. Yeah.
Yeah. I remember we was on the way back from Wembley and they released that thing. I remember trying to read it to my stepdad on the train. I had toothache And I'm saying, have you seen this? And he's like, no, we're both hungover to death. Sean's like got a bottle of Coke with him, just perky. And I was like, and I'm trying to read it, and I just started crying on the train.
I was at Euston. I must have been there saying I was sat down in Euston waiting for our train when it came through.
Yeah, we was on the train on the way back, and was that the one Jolie and Lescott was on with us, Sean?
Yeah.
Yeah, sending to be asleep.
Sleeping.
Get his picture. He was
He's
asleep,
a
wasn't he?
really nice guy. He's one of my favourite guests that we have on.
Yeah, he seems nice on the telly, but he came back and he said, Jolie and Lescott's over there. And I said, oh,
He got his hat on really low.
Yeah, he had his hat on, and he said, I'm going to go and see if we can get a picture. I said, all right, just take your phone. And then he just stood there. Sean just stood there staring at him. And I went to the toilet and said, Sean, he's asleep. You can't just stand there waiting for him to wake up. So we had to come and sit down and all have a cry
you
about
must have been in first class then. There's no way Jolien was sitting in standard class.
Yeah, we were.
Very nice.
we got our passes, haven't we, Sean?
Yeah.
Yeah, me and my stepdad are train drivers, so we can say, are we all right to jump in first class?
Amazing.
So we were all right. So, apart from all the players and all the ex-players that you get to meet, who is the biggest star you've met through work?
Oh my God, you know what? We've had some massive celebrities on City Square. So I've interviewed Noel and Liam Gallagher, separately, obviously. I won for you just now. I don't know if you watched Line of Duty, but we had Martin Compston on City Square, who is the main guy in Line of Duty, and he has the most Scottish accent in real life ever. So he puts on the English accent for the show. We've had loads of, probably Noel and Liam are the biggest people I've ever met.
Yeah, I saw your picture with him, and I thought it's got to be Liam Gallagher, because Liam Gallagher's like the coolest in the world.
Oh, isn't he? I love it when he tweets about City as well. He cracks me up tweeting about City.
Yeah, he tweeted something last night. I can't remember something was written, and it must have been about getting to the final, and he just wrote underneath it, maybe. That was it.
He's funny on Twitter. I like him.
He is funny, yeah.
Yeah.
But going back to your Tony Buck thing about what a nice guy he is, we was out in the pub, me and my mate, and we was watching City, and it must have been City away somewhere, and we were cheering, and he come over and just started talking to us, and I didn't really recognise him at the time, and he's like, and I said, are you Tony Buck? And he said, yeah, and my mate was like, that's not Tony Buck, and he was working for another club, scouting or something, and he showed us this piece of paper with his name on it. I was like, you didn't need to prove it to me, mate. And then I was saying, oh, my mum really liked you when she was younger, and you were her favourite, and she had posters of you. And he rang her up off my phone to wish her a happy birthday.
They're really, really nice bunch of guys that work for the club, the legends.
Yeah, Mike Summerby was at my other friend's funeral the other Christmas. He came to the funeral.
Oh, I love Mike Summerby. They just get it. They understand the club. They understand the fans. They just get it.
Yeah, I think and I think they know how hard it was for all the years since they left that we suffered.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. Sean, can you remember when we played West Ham and we won the league that day?
No.
You not remember that question that you asked me and you asked Roger? So we were sat, it must have been before the game or half time or something, and we just in the seats, and he said to me, Dad, if City win the league today, I'll have seen us win the league twice. How many times have you seen us win the league? And I said, if we win today, mate, twice. Now ask Roger. Now, Roger's in his 50s. And he just said, Roger? And he asked the same question. And he just turned to my stepdad and just went, twice. Now watch the game.
Yeah, you're in a lucky generation, Sean. We had to wait a long time to see City winning the league.
Yeah, I always feel bad that I never took him to Wembley when we beat United, but he was only little, and I just wanted to do it with my mates. I just wanted to be selfish and just go and do what I should have done when I'd been able to do when I was about 19 and go and watch City. And we had 2 weekends away to win the FA Cup. But I think he's been to every other cup final since then.
It's fun to see the fans back at Wembley.
Wasn't it? It was brilliant, yeah.
They're loud too, City. Loudest Spurs.
I'm really hoping we might get fans in for the last day of the season so that fans can see the trophy.
I don't know. I think it might be a bit early. to arrange it. They'll never have a full ground, will they?
No, I think it'd be 10,000. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think because they pushed
ticket holders only.
I think they pushed the game back so that everybody gets 2 games in front of fans if the government gives the go ahead.
So they've made the season end later now.
So they pushed the games that were the weekend before to the midweek, I thought. Let me check.
Oh, right.
It is. So that because they said that if it was just one game of the season that people got to have fans, that it would be an unfair advantage to the home team.
There's nothing really left to play for, though, is there?
Man United go away anyway. Man United that way in the last game of the season.
Well, I think there's relegation stuff to play for though. So Fulham play Newcastle. I can't remember, but hopefully,
Fulham are down.
Hopefully, we might get fans.
No, Burnley going down.
Do you think? Do you not think it's like we have this?
Nah, Fulham. I want Fulham to stay up really bad. I like Stuart Parker. Stuart Parker took that team to the new level. With Toss Day too, City ex-player.
Oh yeah, Tossing's there.
There's a bit of a gap now. They've got 7 points from safety. What with 5 left? Yeah, that's tough.
Yeah, me and Shaun have this. We've had this conversation every Sunday on the podcast for weeks now. And you'll be like, who do you think's going to go down? Like Sheffield United have already relegated, and the other two, they just look cut adrift now.
They do, don't they?
There was a stage where Fulham, they had a load of games in hand, and they won about 3 games in a week, and they caught right up, but they've just dropped off again.
Everyone saying Norwich will stay up. They won't. They're going down when they come up. What for this? I think we beat them again 8-0 or something. Like those 3 seasons.
I took my son to that game. He was 1.5 or something. It was one of his first ever games, and City scored 8 goals. And I remember, like, really, don't get used to this.
He better have, because like when Shaun's first games, I think Shaun's first so many games, he didn't see less than 5 goals. It was either we won, we scored 6 to beat Portsmouth. It was a 3-2 win, and it was just goals after goals after goals. Even the one we got beat 3-2.
Oh, wow. Brilliant. You must be a good luck charm.
Well, we were rubbish until you were born, weren't we, Shaun?
Yeah.
There you go. Yeah. You are a good luck charm.
And sure, like the point now. Go on.
Sure, like really scored when I'm born.
Yeah, Shaun McPhillips scored the night he was born at Highbury.
Oh my goodness! Wow. So you are a good luck charm, definitely.
Well, no, because we were winning 1-0 until Shaun was born, and then we drew 1-1.
Hey, I'll always take a draw at back then. Take a draw at Highbury.
Yeah. But yeah, Shaun McPhillips tweeted that, Instagram that goal out a couple of weeks ago when we played Arsenal, and I was like, oh, that was the night my son was born. But got back to me because he thinks I'm a stalker, probably.
Foden's sick. You think he made that thing a gate for Mbappe? He said, "Are you ready?"
Yeah. He says he didn't write that, didn't he? He said it was his social media team.
I know, yeah. I think he sacked him, it says in the papers.
Really?
That's what they were saying, yeah. Because I think on Sky Sports News, his social media team put a thing out that said none of the tweets we've ever sent for any of our players haven't been authorized. So I think they were trying to say either Foden or one of Foden's teams authorized it, and then I think Foden said he's parted ways with them now.
I didn't think it was that bad. I thought it was a bit funny.
Yeah, it was.
Foden won't be a fair pay player. He don't want to take it far with Mbappe.
Yeah.
I thought Neymar and Foden switched shirts after the game.
Oh, really? I bet Neymar asked for Foden's.
Yeah, they were having a chat, weren't they?
What do you think he said? Come City, please. Come.
I don't know. I don't think I'd have Neymar, you know. I think he's too... I don't really like his attitude.
You see Jesus with him after. You see Jesus
Oh,
in the tunnel, they're cuddling each other because they play with each other with Brazil.
right.
Yeah, they won the
Yeah,
Olympics,
no.
didn't they?
With each other.
Yeah, in 2016 they won the Olympics together.
Ah.
Yeah. So I was having a conversation with my brother, what you just said about Neymar. My brother last night was adamant Neymar is class and is a cut above, and the only people that have a problem with his theatrics are British football fans. He says all over the world, everywhere else that's accepted. It's just here we don't like it.
I'm not going to accept it. I don't care if the rest of the world likes it. I don't.
No, I say it's going to taint his legacy because he could be a great.
Yeah.
He does have it, and then he throws himself down, pretends he's hurt his arm, and then comes out with a bandage on.
I miss
Right.
Arnie.
Oh
randomly.
dear.
He did play well against PSG with Byron. He got that pace. None of our players got that pace anymore.
Yeah. I haven't watched him a lot at Bayern. How's he got on in general? Do you watch any of it?
Yeah, no goals and no assists.
Really?
Yeah.
I don't think he's kicked on like he should have done. I don't think.
He's getting injured now. He's getting badly injured now.
Yeah.
Right, we know you're a busy lady, so we do have some quick fire questions though, if
Okay,
that's all
I like
right.
that. Yeah.
Right, so Pep or Mancini?
Pep.
Easy one. Shaun?
CR7 or R9.
Oh, say that again.
CR7 or R9.
Who's R9?
The real Ronaldo.
The real Ronaldo. Yeah.
CR7 me. CR7.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah. I just can't ever get over the fact that he played for United.
I know, yeah. And he's not as good as Ronaldo either.
Yeah.
He got better free kicks.
He is phenomenal, but he still played for United. So.
Exactly. But I don't think kids mind that anymore. So the favourite City moment, I think we've already had, but we'll have it again.
93-20.
Oh no, that's not mine.
Is yours a Vinny Company?
No, Wembley 99.
Wembley 99, sure. Yeah, that'd be second.
I'll never forget being 16, watching Nicky Weaver run off from the players after we'd just done that last penalty.
Yeah, I know. Me too. Oh, I loved it. I was there. Loved it.
Yeah. Did you stay till the end?
Did.
I was dragged out by my stepdad.
I said to my mum and my stepdad, "We are not leaving. I'm not leaving." And then obviously they thanked me after.
Yeah, no, we got better seats for extra time, but that was the only game I remember my stepdad's dad ever staying till the end on.
Wow.
Every other game he's out 5 minutes before we've got to beat the rush. Come on, Stu, we've got to beat the rush.
Yeah.
And that one he stayed, and I was outside sat on the steps in tears.
Yeah. Oh, but it worked out all right.
Worked out all right. It was amazing. It was well worth laying in the boot of a car all the way to Wembley.
Brilliant.
In some random estate car. So, favourite work moment, because we know you do a lot of work.
The parade when I walked out onto stage to present the first parade.
Oh, that's lovely. And then we have the big one. Shaun, do you want to ask it? The last one on the bottom there.
Liam or no?
Oh my goodness, you can't ask me that, Shaun. Crikey. I don't know. I don't think I can answer it. Like, tough one. I just wish they'd make up and be friends because I've interviewed Noel more than I've interviewed Liam, and Noel's really nice to interview, but Liam's so charismatic. I don't know if I could pick. Probably Noel.
That's what Shaun said before when you said Noel, didn't you, Shaun?
Yeah.
Why did you think Noel?
It is. Liam didn't do something for that bumming in Manchester. He went to Old Trafford, kicked it down, did something. No,
he didn't. Liam did.
Usually it's like no.
It's wrong. It's Liam Gallagher's song there. No, Gallagher didn't go.
Oh.
Liam Gallagher's my favourite. And he always has been since we seen him at Main Road in '96. Just that day, I'll never forget seeing him just stood there, and I was only like a little kid, and he's amazing. Go on, Shaun.
This is my last dressing for the England team: Foden or Mason Mount.
Foden, definitely. I think a couple of months ago it could have been a good discussion, but I think Foden's just stepped his game up in this last month, last 6 weeks, and he's the informed player.
You don't know what he would do against Real Madrid, Mason Mount.
That's true. Yeah, no, definitely. And I mean, in Chelsea have, they gave us the runaround, didn't they? So yeah, no, definitely. But I think it's good for England. I think it's a nice problem for England to have, that they've got so many talented youngsters to try and fit into their.
Yeah, they have got quite a young squad now, haven't they, as well?
Yeah.
There's loads of youngsters he can take, and now he's got an extra 3 he's allowed to take as well.
But I'm Scottish, so I don't care.
I know, yeah, but you're gonna beat us in the groups, aren't you?
I hope so. That'd be mega, wouldn't it? I'll take a now if you gave it me.
Will that Foden score?
Foden can score and Scotland can draw.
Yeah. So is that, are you Scotland and City?
Yeah.
Because you were born in Edinburgh, not Manchester.
Yeah, I moved to Manchester when I was 10.
What about Celtic or Rangers?
I don't care, I don't care. There's nothing in my family that's kind of an affiliation to either of them. My dad supports a little club called Berwick Rangers, who are now in the Scottish non-league. So yeah, there's no Scottish club for me.
What about you, Dad?
Well, I was always told it's City, Rangers, United, Celtic, so we always just said Rangers. But I've never been to Ibrox. I've never seen Rangers play. Except I've seen City playing maybe.
I saw City.
I went to Celtic.
My Celtic, because they used to have our young players like Patrick Roberts,
Dedrick Boyata.
Yeah.
Scott Sinclair.
Yeah.
And
Georgios Samaras.
Hey, Dad. One of my favourites for Celtic is their up fronter.
What's it called, mate?
Who played us in the group stage?
I don't know, mate.
He moved to Lyon last season.
I still don't know, mate.
Well, your knowledge is better than mine there, Shaun.
He remembers everything. I mean, part of his learning difficulties is, they say, his cognitive working memory isn't functioning very well, and that's why he can't remember the speech sounds and things like that. And then when I speak to a teacher at school, they say, how does he know all that about football? I say, because he remembers it even though his memory doesn't work. She said, his maths teacher said, I wish he could remember his equations like he can remember his football matches, because then he would pass his GCSE, no worries.
But maths is not as fun as football, is it, Shaun?
No.
That's what I've said since he was little. I used to say to his teachers, can you not just make all his maths football related and he'll remember it? And they said, we can't, because we have to do the curriculum. Do you think we can go all the way and win the Champions League this year without trying to jinx it?
Yeah, we definitely can. I'm not going to say whether we will, but we definitely have the talent on the pitch that we can. Yeah.
That's why I said can and not will.
Yes, I liked it. Yeah.
We do. Who you want in the final?
That's a really good question. I'd say Real Madrid, because we beat them last year. I feel like Chelsea have got a slight upper hand on us, obviously beating us in the semi-final, but then we get our instant revenge on them, I guess. But I'd probably say Real Madrid, make it more of an occasion, have, a big European team there.
Yeah, it makes it more of a European final, doesn't it? I hate it when it's two English teams.
Yeah.
And it could end up Europe, United, Arsenal, City, Chelsea.
Yeah.
We're fun then. We're fun then.
And we are holding out hope that we can get in, aren't we, Shaun?
Yeah.
Get the borders open and let's get to Istanbul for the weekend.
Fingers crossed. Totally. I think we're all thinking the same thing. Keep waiting for him to do the international travel announcements.
I want Chelsea.
Yeah.
After the semi-final. I want that rematch.
Yeah, get them back. Yeah.
Doesn't hold a grudge though,
We can
Sean.
beat
He
them
just-
all. We can beat either of them, so that's the main thing.
Hazard will back his old club on Wednesday.
Right.
It's Chelsea and Real Madrid again in the second leg.
Oh yeah, so Hazard's playing in, Sean, for Real Madrid.
Back in Stamford Bridge again.
Yeah, definitely. Well, hopefully you'll score against him.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't think he came on the other night, didn't he, Sean?
Yeah.
Yeah, he did, yeah. And we can win the league Saturday, but this will be out after that. So we might be already be champions Sunday,
so
yeah.
We have to win, and then if United don't win, so if Liverpool, could win the league, that's so kind of them, isn't it?
I think Man United won't do it.
So do you think we're going to win the league this weekend?
No, I think Liverpool might. How many games they lost? They lost against Burnley. They lost against us.
Yeah.
They lost against Brighton.
Yeah.
Who else they lost against? Eckham Madrid, I think. After the 7-2.
Yeah. Yeah.
And Man United beat us. Hate saying that. 2-0.
Forget it. Doesn't matter. It's gone.
And they beat AC Milan.
Yeah.
Beat Southampton 9-0.
Sean, it's fine.
I don't mind, because if we don't win it Saturday, we'll win it next week on
Chelsea at home too.
Yeah.
And then you'll be working, won't you? And that's
And then
why
I'm
you want to win it,
working
because you get to celebrate with the goal.
Oh my God, that's so true. I hadn't even thought of that. Yeah. I'm working this Saturday as well, so that'll be a mini celebration, and then the Chelsea game. Yeah, but I'm not working PSG next week. I think Kel's working that, which is nice sometimes, because it means I'll just be able to sit at home, properly enjoy it.
Yeah. I know what you mean. So, you said the club, you're not sure what they're doing, if they're planning a big celebration or anything, because
Don't
they're not
know
allowed
yet.
to.
No, I don't know yet. I generally am the last person to find out things. Sometimes I read things on social media, and I'm like, all right, okay, then.
Kyle Walker already said it. Bus tour.
Kyle wants a bus tour, doesn't
Yeah.
Yeah, I bet Kyle does. Yeah, he'd love that. I think he got on the last one and he wasn't even working for City then.
he? He went on the one when they did the treble, I think he was saying. Yeah.
Because I was presenting it, and he got off he was backstage, and I was like, what? How have you got in here?
Yeah, he said, you get where water won't get.
It's funny what Sir said. That review of Kyle Walker, the teammate.
So
was he playing FIFA or something, Sean, then? Is that what he was
doing? He's giving me a folding too.
Oh, he did say that, didn't he? Yeah. He went just mid-conversation when we were talking to him last week. He said, "Oh, Sean, do you like FIFA?" And Sean was like, "Yeah." And he just came back. He said, "I'll send you this to your house." And they player cards from FIFA.
Yeah.
So EA sent him a folding one, and he said, "I'll send it over to Sean."
You're looking at the Kev one too. Send him one for City.
City sent him a Kevin De Bruyne one. He said, "I've got to send this one back, though. That's not fair. It's a signed Kevin De Bruyne one." He said, "The club want it back." I think he wants to frame it in his apartment.
Oh, amazing.
Natalie, it's been a pleasure. Thank you very much for coming on and speaking to us. I know we're not the most professional outfit, but
it's lovely to talk. I talk City with anybody. It's lovely to talk City with you both.
Yeah, and we just wanted. I just keep trying to show Sean that if he works hard, then he can achieve anything he wants.
Absolutely, Sean. Of course you can. And when I was growing up your age, women didn't work in football at all. So the fact that I'm here now presenting City's coverage just shows you that, you really can do anything. So, yes, good luck. Good luck.
That's all right. When you first started presenting for City, did you get a lot of stick online and stuff like that?
Yeah, from City fans as well. Yeah.
Yeah, because you were like the original female football presenter, weren't you?
Yeah, there really wasn't many back then. I mean, there was the big ones, like Gabby Logan and the big people, but kind of on like a club level, I think I was definitely one of the first. Yeah.
Yeah. Go on, mate, quickly.
We saw Natalie Pike at that Brighton after the Brighton match. They came back fast on the plane.
Yeah, we were
With
there.
that celebration.
Yeah.
We met Ian
100%
Bishop that
there.
night as well, didn't we, Sean?
Yeah.
I love him. He's brilliant. He's a laugh.
He came out and I just went, Ian, and he just walked over and shook my hand like he knew me. You all right, mate? And Sean was like, who's that, Dad? I said, well, that's Ian Bishop. He used to play for City. Do you know him?
She'd be like, yeah, what's your son?
Well, yeah, that was a long day, that one, wasn't it, Sean, watching the game and then waiting for the team to get back outside the ground.
What time that finish?
Oh, it was
Midnight,
late.
we got a lift home, yeah.
Yeah, it was late. I remember I was presenting it. It was late.
It was very late. And
It was
we had
worth
school
it.
the next day.
Let's do it again.
Definitely worth it.
Champions League final. The
Yes!
Champions League final. Sacking's done both celebrations. City.
Straight back.
Straight back. Yes, yes.
Really early. Say we're not coming out for the last game of the match, the last minute.
Back.
Lift the trophy and then get the coach straight to the airport.
That's it. Lift the trophy. That's the main thing.
That's it. Get it and run
Yeah.
and never give it back.
Never.
Maybe Foden might ruin it too. With the
Don't be
UEFA.
rude, Sean. Don't be rude.
Hey, you said we won it that season. They're banning us anyway. They
Yeah,
will ban us anyway.
they have tried. They have tried.
They'll not ban us again. I don't care. Win it. Ban us.
But once again, Natalie, thank you very
Thank
much
you.
for
Thanks, guys.
it's all no, that was good, that wasn't it, Sean?
Yeah.
We had a few technical difficulties, but
Hey, so
at
did
the
you.
end,
Oh,
it's only
five.
you. I'm not sure what was going on, but did you enjoy it?
Yeah, that wasn't chosen enough anyway.
Yeah, that was the most chatty you've been on any of these episodes, mate. That was really good the way you spoke then. I can't be more proud of you doing that. And she was lovely, wasn't she?
Yeah, I really. What you say when I went off?
We were just talking, we just carried on talking what we were saying, mate. Yeah,
I listened it on the podcast anyway.
you laughed.
I missed them parts anyway. With my
So
technique
where can people find us, Sean?
at on the website, on Insta, on
What's the
TikTok,
website called,
Facebook. Dads and Lads Pod .co.uk.
Yeah, dadsandladspod.co.uk and Insta and Twitter at dadsandladspod. And that's everywhere you can find us. And if you would like to give us a 5-star review on iTunes, that would also be ideal. And until next time, take care and stay safe. Thank you for listening. Go on, Sean.
I nearly tried when it went off the second time. I thought I'm not coming back on it. I like that on